We are inching closer to our final destination, Avalon and St. John's, but there's still one last peninsula of Newfoundland we are eager to explore, the Eastern Peninsula. It is a vast, rugged region where worthwhile stops are spaced far apart, making it more than a casual day trip. One of the more remote drives is the route from the Trans-Canada Highway, the TCH, down through the Burin Peninsula. It's a long haul with very few services along the way, especially fuel. In fact, once you leave the TCH, the next reliable gas station isn't until Marystown, nearly 90 miles away. The truck plaza at Gooby's, right at the junction of the TCH and Route 210, is more than just a pit stop. It's essential. The Gooby's Big Stop restaurant serves up meals, but it's the fuel pumps that make it a lifeline for anyone on the Transcontinental Highway. Fill up here, grab a coffee, and brace yourself for a scenic but isolated drive into one of Newfoundland's most intriguing peninsulas. Moose alert! Driving the Trans-Canada Highway through Newfoundland, you'll see no shortage of moose warning signs, bright yellow silhouettes standing like sentinels at regular intervals. At first we wondered, where's the moose? We hadn't seen a single moose. But the signs weren't exaggerating. They are a quiet, looming threat, especially after dark. Locals didn't mince words. Be careful driving at night, they said. The road is black, the roadside is black, the sky is black, and the moose are black. It's deadly accurate. These animals don't reflect light like deer, don't dart across the road, but stand still. By the time your headlights catch their legs, their torsos are already windshield height. One local put it bluntly, before you can react, a moose could be riding in your lap. Colliding with a 1,000-pound adult is like hitting a wall on stilts. If you remember the Dover Fault and how plate tectonics and continental drift was necessary reading, the drive on the peninsula here reminded us very much like the western shores of Ireland, but without the sheep. At Frenchman's Cove Provincial Park Campground, we settle in for several days of exploration, scenic hikes, and mingling with the locals. Marystown is a reliable pit stop for travelers. Gas up, grab a bite, and stock your pantry. Tim Hortons, Canada's answer to everybody's running on Dunkin's, offers caffeine and comfort food. No Foodland, but a Sobeys and no frills for groceries. Liquor Express has your beverage needs covered. PJ Billington's restaurant is a solid sit-down option if you're craving something heartier. And a quick visit to the Marystown Heritage Museum rounds out the stop with a dose of local lore. Burin Heritage Square is a charming cluster of history and hospitality. The small museum is staffed by locals eager to share tales of the outport's past. After the history lesson, the next door coffee shop offers a welcome jolt of energy. Down by the harbor, brightly painted fishermen's sheds and a restored ice house set the scene for nightly music festivals. Along the coastline near the harbor entrance, a solemn memorial honors the 27 shoreline families lost to the devastating November 18, 1929 tsunami, a tragedy triggered by a 7.2 magnitude earthquake just south of the peninsula. Now for a short intermission while we get some refreshment. St. Lawrence's Miners Museum walks you through the town's rocky relationship with mining, its economic lifeline, and its heartbreak. Exhibits cover mining disasters, the logging industry, and shipwrecks that scarred the coastline. The 1929 earthquake and resulting tidal wave hit hard here too. Though St. Lawrence was spared fatalities, the sea claimed boats, fish stages, sheds, and winter provisions. Homes were destroyed, and the cod fishery suffered a long-term blow to its life cycle. For those seeking a view worth the climb, the Cape Chapeau Rouge Trail delivers. Named for its sunset silhouette like a red hat, the 3.25-mile one-way hike rises to 740 feet above sea level. Gravel paths and boardwalks lead to sweeping vistas of the harbor and the Canada Fluorospar mine site.
Okay, I won't worry. Well, I'm above the tree line. I'm going to leave that little bit to someone that's a lot younger. Spectacular view.
After a recent closure due to fluctuations in the fluorospar market, the mine is slated to reopen, restoring jobs and hope to the region. Fluorospar is important to steel and aluminum smelting, fluorine for manufacturing glass, and in the production of hydrofluoric acid, and even for lithium-ion batteries. Despite its name, the port town of Grand Bank has little to do with the Grand Bank's fishing grounds or the novel and movie The Perfect Storm. But it's the gateway to St. Pierre and Miquelon, French islands just offshore. Bring your passport. With tight ferry schedules, though, a day trip is impractical. An overnight stay is the way to go. In town, the George Harris House Museum, circa 1908, tells the story of a merchant whose wealth helped shape the local fishery, especially promoting the Grand Bank fishing grounds. Nearby, the Fortune Geologic Center showcases the peninsula's geologic foundations. The Fisherman's Museum offers a deep dive into maritime life, boats, gear, and a stunning collection of lusterware. This shimmering earthenware and porcelain, born in 9th century Iran, uses metallic overglazes to create its signature sheen. One standout exhibit, a backlit topographical panel of the Canadian Maritimes, ocean depths, and currents. It brings the Grand Banks and Flemish Cap into sharp relief, reminding us that even fictional perfect storms have real geographic roots. And so, we say goodbye to the highlights of the Burin Peninsula. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.